Bedam and Ditya. We already discussed Buddhi Bedam, different types of intelligence people have in mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. In summarizing, mode of goodness person, he knows what is religion, what is irreligion. He knows what is pravritti marga, what is nivritti marga, and he exactly follows what is prescribed by shastras and acharyas. Person who is in mode of passion, he doesn't understand what is religion, what is irreligion. In fact, he will be confused to determine, distinguish between religion and irreligion. Person who is in ignorance, he will do quite contrast. He will perform irreligion, give up the religion. So that's how person in mode of ignorance. That's the Buddhi Bedam Krishna explained. Now he is going to explain Dritya. Dritya actually means determination. So we are determined to do something in our life based on three modes. Constantly in every aspect of our life, we are controlled by these three modes in every aspect of our life. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma, type of food we eat, how we sit, how we speak, how we dress, how we keep our hairstyle. It's all determined by the modes. When you go to shopping mall, some people like t-shirt, some people like formal shirt, some people like thoda bacha hua kapda. So it's all depends on what mode we are influenced by at that time. When we have a buffet in front of us, no? Restaurant buffet, we take a plate and go in front of the buffet system. It determines, because of modes, we take the items. We are too much passionate, we want some masala kind of. Spicy. We are influenced by mode of ignorance, we want something which is rotten or looks very dangerous. If you are in Sattva-guna, if you are influenced by Sattva-guna, then we choose some fresh vegetables. Even when they are taking sabji vegetables, they take especially selected thing which is suitable for their health. So everything, every aspect determined by three modes of it. Krishna is giving clarity for all of us so that we can distinguish, not get affected by, at least by mode of passion and ignorance. At least so that we can be settled in mode of goodness. Of course, not to settle, but to cross over. At least to come to mode of goodness. So here, 18.33, Krishna describes the Dritya, determination of someone who is in mode of goodness. I will explain the shloka here carefully. Dritya yaya dharayate mana pranendriya kriya. If you see this mana, prana, indriya, kriya, all these four things are coming in every purport. Passion and ignorance also. Person who is in mode of goodness, Sattva-guna, he is determined to control his mind, mana. He is determined to control his life, have a regulated life, mana, prana, indriya. He is determined to control his senses. And then kriya, which is based on all this. Activities through senses, activities through mind, activities through this life. He is determined to control all this. That's how they come into yoga classes. They get attracted to higher purpose of life. So determination means they want to do something in their life. So here, mostly all of us are influenced by Sattva-guna. That's why we all assemble here every Friday, discuss something, how to control my life, how to have a regulated life, how to have a regulated mind, how to have a regulated sense gratification. We are trying to get this too in our life. So basically speaking, we are on trying to come to Sattva-guna, or we are already came to Sattva-guna in one sense. And then going ahead, yoga, yoganya avyabhicharena. Not just coming once and twice. हफ्ते में एक बार आया, महीने में एक बार आया, नहीं. अव्यभिचारिण्य. We are regular. You see? Right? All of us are regular. Chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, reading Bhagavad Gita, hearing Bhagavad Gita, coming to this New Age Yoga Center. Right? We are regular. Avyabhicharanya. Prabhupada writes in the purport, Avyabhicharanya is a very specific word mentioned here in this shloka. So Sattva-guna persons, they take their resolutions, they are determined. Resolutions basically new policies. Yes, I want to do this. I will take up this. So persons who are in Sattva-guna, they make very, very practical resolutions in their life. Very practical. And which are very much important in our life. They make and they practice it, they follow it. They follow it. And they follow it regularly. They follow it regularly. Avyabhicarinya. That is the best resolution. One of the best resolution we all should take in our lives. That is the person in mode of goodness does. I repeat again. Dhrityayaya dharayate mana prana indriya kriya. Kriya which happens by all this mana prana indriya. He controls the activities of the mind, activities of the life, activities of the indriya, senses. And he practices yoga. He practices yoga. In the modern age, we practice bhakti yoga. Chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hearing is also yoga. Hearing about Krishna is also yoga, bhakti yoga. Coming to temple, coming to satsang is also yoga, bhakti yoga. You are using your senses in the service of the Lord. Just like Ambarish Maharaj. Bhakti yoga. So we practice this yoga avyabhicarinya, without fail. Not just without fail, but regularly. Weekly once. Regularly here means weekly once, or monthly once, or daily. Just like we have a regularity in our food habits, especially when we become little old, we regulate, right, our food habits. Very much we regulate. Subah khana hai, afternoon khana hai, sham ko khana hai. In Brahmacharya ashram we have 2 times food, morning and evening. We are regulated in our food habits. And that we take daily. Not mahine mein ek baar khayenge, aisa nahi. Daily, regularly. Avyabhicarinya. Just like we take food regularly, similarly, person in mode of goodness should practice whatever the resolution he has taken regularly. Now, but unfortunately, many of us we take determinations. Yes, my Bhagavad Gita padunga, itna samay pe. Yes, my Bhagavatam padunga, itna samay pe. Yes, from tomorrow onwards, I will come for Mangalarti. This is how I am speaking about devotees, but generally outside, mostly they make resolutions of diet. Yes? They make resolution of diet. मैं आज से पनीर नहीं खाऊंगा. आज से मैं बर्गर, पिज्जा नहीं खाऊंगा. But when they see someone eating, we get tempted. Yes. Okay, एक बार खा ले तो चलेगा. They take it. So that is in Rajoguna. Next. Very rarely we find people who are in mode of goodness taking some resolution in the life, whether it's a new year or birthday, whether it's some festival, whether it's some occasion, and following it. Very, very rarely we see someone in mode of goodness taking some resolutions, following it and ending it. So in my childhood, I heard one nice story. I'll tell all of you. There is a story of three fishes. You heard it? Dirgadarshi, Dirgasutra, Prapta Kalagna. These are the 3 fishes' names. You heard this? Dirgadarshi, this fish has a far vision. Dirgasutra is Abhika, just if there is a danger, they will do something now and they will come out of it. Prapta Kalagna is lazy person. So Dirgadarshi, it is there in the big water pond. Now the fish Dirgadarshi understood the summer is going to come. So Dirgadarshi thought, I have another friend, 2 more friends I have in my same river. Let me give a notification to them and let's shift to another bigger pond or samudra. Ocean will not dry up in the summer. So better take some path, nice path, and go to enter into ocean. Dirgadarshi thought like this. So Dirgadarshi came to Dirga Sutra and Praptakalagna and said, hey, suno, hear carefully. Now summer is coming up. Our small pond will get dry up. Let's make a plan. I have a plan. We'll take this route, left, right, and enter into ocean. We'll not have a problem. We can live happily. Then Dirga Sutra said, बहुत अच्छा idea है, very good idea. We will see when the time comes. Now we have water in the pond, let's enjoy. Praptakalagna didn't respond only. Then Dirgadarshi waited for a few days, saw sun is increasing its heat. Now Dirgadarshi made a plan. They are not going to hear me, let me go away. So Dirgadarshi took the path of the small canal, entered into the ocean, gone. Now 2 members are remaining, Dirga Sutra and Praptakalagna. Now when the summer is going to end, fishermen come to catch the fishes in the water ponds. Fisherman came and spread the net. Praptakalagna and Dirga Sutra both got stuck up in the net. Fisherman took the fishes and he's just after fishing, he was keeping in his basket. Praptakalagna, it is very lazy, but Dirga Sutra very intelligently, after getting into the basket, immediately, quickly, it got jumped again back into the river and took the canal and went out. Dirga Sutra. Then next, Praptakalagna. Praptakalagna became very lazy and died in the hands of fisherman. Now, the moral of the lesson is, we should be at least as middle guy, not become lazy guy. So we can make plans, we should make plans. We should make plans. We should have some resolutions in our life. We should determine to do something, but we should be consistent over it. We should follow up it. We should follow up with ourselves, whether I am following it or not. That is in mode of goodness. It's not like, oh, jab time aayega tab dekhenge. That is mode of passion. That is what next Krishna explains. He says, Yayatu dharma kamarthan dhritya dharayate arjuna prasangena falapkankshi dhriti sa partha rajas. They make plans to just dharma artha kama, not moksha. They want some money, they make plans. They want some facilities, they make plans. But these plans, they cannot execute it properly. Why? These plans are material. And there is a reversal in the world. Arjuna says in Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, hey Krishna, I am thinking something else, I am planning something else, but something else is only happening. Viparitani cha Keshava. You remember that? Viparitani cha Keshava. Everything happening reverse here. So these people, mode of passion, they make plans, they also make resolutions. But they make resolutions for sense gratification. They don't make resolutions to control the life airs. They don't make resolution to control the senses. They don't make resolutions to control the mind. No. They make resolutions to achieve, gather, grab things, what they want. एक building बनाऊंगा एक साल में एक नया गाड़ी कर दूंगा. That's what their plans. But their plans will get baffled, just like man proposes, God disposes. And these kind of resolutions are in, these kind of determinations or resolutions are in mode of passion. They are always prasangena falakankshi. They want some benefits out of it. You see carefully the difference between person who is in mode of goodness. He is focusing, developing inner self. Right? He wants to control his senses, get matured, control his mind. He wants to improve the inner self. He performs yoga for it without having any breakage. But here, if you see in the mode of passion, he is focusing on facilities, external things, body facilities. He is not focusing on internal growth. He is focusing on external facilities. That's what many of us we plan. Many of us take resolutions in mode of passion. Coming to mode of ignorance, yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madamevacha na vipochanti durmeda dhriti sapartha tamas. These people, very rarely they make resolutions, first of all. They make resolutions very rarely. जैसा जी रहा है ऐसा जीना तो बस. If at all they make any resolutions, they will be lazy to execute it. Very, very lazy. Maximum population in this world, we see this population. Very rarely we see passionate. Rarest we see goodness, resolutions in goodness. But very more population is struck up with this mode of ignorance, tamasi. Dhriti sa partha tamasi. They make resolutions, but they cannot execute it. They will say some reasons. No, ये हो गया था, गलती हो गया था, वो ऐसा हो गया था, ये वैसा हो गया था, मैं नहीं करूँगा. So that's what Krishna describes them. Swapnam, they are always dreaming. So Prabhupada writes very nice, interesting statement. The same thing repeated by Abdul Kalam. He says, if you are really having a goal in your life, dreams. He says about dreams. He says, this dream will not make you sleep. You should dream something big which doesn't make you sleep. Not that you feel keep in sleep and dreaming. That is not a goal. You understood? If you keep some dream, big dream, that should make you not sleep. Because you are constantly thinking about fulfilling that dream, you will not get sleep. That is what Abdul Kalam, he inspires young, bright people. So Prabhupada here he writes, mode of goodness, person in mode of goodness also sleeps. He also gets dreams. Person is tamoguna, he is also getting dreams. Even passion also gets dreams. But mode of goodness, persons, they dream and they execute it. They execute on those dreams. But people who are in tamoguna, they just only dream. They do sometimes daydreaming also. दिन में भी सो के मतलब ऐसे आंख खोल के भी ड्रीम करते हैं कुछ लोग. So the swapnam, bhayam, they are fearful of what problems will come in the path. If you see, person in mode of goodness, he plans, he executes, problems comes, he tackles, and he finishes the task. Mode of passion, he makes plan, he starts activity. When the troubles comes, he stops. Bas, udhar hi chhod dete. But person who is in tamoguna, he makes plans and he thinks of problems and he will not start only. He will not start only. For these guys only it is said. For tamoguna people only it is said, very popular dialogue. कल का काम आज करो, क्या बोलते आज करे सो अभी. For the people who are in tamoguna it is said like that. So bhayam, these people who are in tamoguna, they are always fearful of problems which comes on the path. They will imagine the problems. They will not start only the activity. Shokam, they will cry, मैं नहीं करूँगा. They will cry, thinking about the problems. Vishadam madam evacha. They are very, very proud, false pride. Vimuchanti durmeda, they don't have intelligence. Of course, mode of ignorance, that is a characteristic. Triti sa partha tamas. So this is how Krishna explains about 3 various levels of resolutions. Now let's come to our main aspect, which is absolute resolution. Have you heard in Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, absolute resolution? We are discussed, just now we discussed a resolution in 3 modes. Resolution in Sattva-guna, resolution in Rajoguna, resolution in Tamoguna. Sattva-guna people are good. They are focusing on internal growth. Their plans are how to improve myself. Quality improvement, value improvement. Rajoguna people, outside, external improvements. That's how they take resolutions. Tamoguna to bhul jao. But there is something called absolute resolution mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna in the 2nd chapter. So it is a personal life of Prabhupada. Prabhupada, when he got married, he was not much interested in family life. He met spiritual master. He became very serious, got attracted to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, his spiritual master. As soon as when he saw for the first time, he decided, he is my spiritual master, he is my guru. He accepted him in his heart. And not only he accepted him in his heart, he has taken the instructions of Bhaktisiddhanta as his heart and soul. Soul and heart, life and soul. What is the instruction? You young, educated, English-speaking man, why don't you go to Western countries and preach the message of Lord Chaitanya in English language? This is a message, instruction given by Bhaktisiddhanta to Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada. So he has accepted Bhaktisiddhanta as a spiritual master, not only accepted him as a Bhaktisiddhanta, as guru, but his instruction also he has taken as a life and soul. But when he saw there is a fire in the Mata, some quarrels in the Gaudiya Mat, in some time Bhaktisiddhanta left his body. Now he became very busy, occupied with family affairs, business, one side, and they wanted to open some center. He helped them in opening up some center. So at one point of time, he got in a confusion. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he got into confusion. So that time, that confusion is, here carefully, he thought 2-3 things. 3 things he especially thought. He thought himself. He speaks in his class, Bhagavatam class he speaks. Recently we were hearing his class. Prabhupada says, my family members are not dying in my absence. I am not feeling suffering. I am not having any sufferings in their absence. Okay, 2 points over here. And I have a serious instruction by my spiritual master. These are the 3 things he thought. I repeat again. It's a very, very practical situation. Very, very practical. Prabhupada is thinking, my family members are not dying in my absence. They are able to live happily. They are kara, pira, they are continuing their life. At the same time, I am not suffering in their absence. And third thing, I have got a serious instruction by my spiritual master. So at this time, how to give up this family and take up this Prabhupada instruction, Bhaktisiddhanta instruction seriously. That's when he got a confusion. Bhaktisiddhanta came in the dream and said to him, you renounce, take a sannyas. He read this purport of Bhagavad Gita by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Anybody knows the shloka? Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo avyavasayina. That's where Prabhupada writes resolution in purpose. That is a absolute resolution in purpose. We may have a lot of resolutions in the modes of material nature, in the 3 modes. But actually the absolute resolution is Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. There he read Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur purport. How we can get that Vyavasayatmika buddhi? Ekeha kurunandana, one pointed resolution. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes down. The spiritual master order is actually life and soul for his disciple. That's where he took this point. And Bhaktisiddhanta also came in dream and said, confirmed, you should take sannyas. Then he took up sannyas. Prabhupada took sannyas at that point of time. That is Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. That is absolute resolution. That is absolute determination to follow the instructions of spiritual master as a life and soul. You understood? We had discussed resolution in goodness, internal growth, resolution in passion, external growth, resolution in ignorance. Very naraka praya. It is equivalent to naraka only. Now here you see, transcending these modes, there is another resolution, that is absolute resolution in Krishna consciousness. Our resolution should be taking the instructions of spiritual master as a life and soul for us. We may have many plans, I may have many plans, but actually only Krishna's plan will work out. And Krishna and spiritual master, they are in sync. They both are in sync. So that's why it is best to follow the instructions of spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession. That is the best resolution in our life we should take. You see, Dhruva Maharaj, he had many plans. Yeah? Dhruva Maharaj had many plans. Either Suruchi insult kiya hai, Suniti, mother Suniti, she is crying, pitiable condition. Father, ye kuch nahi kar pa raha. Then Dhruva decided, of course, on the order of Suniti, he went to forest. Now here also we see very absolute determination. He's searching, where is God? Where is God in the forest? Where is God? Kidhar hai Bhagavan? Kidhar hai Bhagavan? Then Lord wants to test him. He sent Narada Muni. Testing for resolution. Narada came and said, hey, ab to chota balak hai, you are not just a small boy. It is a playing time. You should not take this life seriously. Go to home, play with kids. Forget all this. Forget all this insult, all these things. Go home, play with kids. Dhruva said, no. If you want to help me, otherwise get out of the way. Very serious. Very resolute in his resolution. Determined resolution. Then Narada, he said, okay. No, don't worry. You want to practice something? I will give you this mantra. Practice this mantra. Go to Madhuvan. Sit on the bank of Yamuna. Every day worship. Make DT with the sand. Chant this mantra. Drink water of Yamuna. Like this, he gave some procedure. Dhruva Maharaj strictly followed this procedure. Just within 6 months, he got to see Krishna face to face, hand to hand, eye to eye. You see that absolute resolution, how much determined he is? Within 6 months. Such resolution should be there. Taking the instructions of spiritual master as heart and soul. And he could see Krishna face to face. Even though he had many other plans, but Narada Muni plan only worked out. When he saw Lord face to face, he thought whatever his plans were useless. Whatever he had previous plans are useless. So we make lot of resolution in Sattva-guna, maybe in Rajo-guna, maybe in Tamo-guna. But having a determination to follow the spiritual master's order is a topmost resolution. That is in Shuddha Sattva, not in Sattva-guna. That is in Vishuddha Sattva. That determination we should try to get it. At least to go that stage, at least we should come to Sattva-guna. We should have a resolution for internal growth. Every one of us knows what is internally going on with ourselves. Externally, we may see someone, how much valuable car he has, how much bangla he has. Externally, we may be seeing all this. But internally, we should contemplate ourselves. That is mode of goodness. And we should take a resolution. So, I am getting such kind of thoughts, I should change my thought process. I'm getting into such kind of bad activities, I should change my association. So we should make plans. At least we should come to Sattva Guna, then we can go to Vishuddha Sattva. Prabhupada gives a nice example in this connection. He says, if you want to fly from Mumbai to America, we need to go to airport at least. We need to go to airport to take a flight. That airport is Sattva Guna, goodness. From there we can take off. From there we can take off to Vishuddha Sattva. So at least we should come to Sattva Guna first. We should make a resolution in Sattva Guna. Then we should go ahead. The best resolution is to take the instructions of spiritual master as a heart and soul in our life. Now you may be confused, what is my spiritual master instruction, Prabhu? Very clear. Prabhupada, he said, distribute my books, distribute my books, distribute my books, read my books, chant Hare Krishna, become pure devotee. This is what Prabhupada wanted, right? Preach the message of Lord in every nook and corner. So these are the orders of spiritual master. For now, Prabhupada, preaching is essence. Utility is the principle, right? Utility is a principle, he says. There are 4 principles, he says. Preaching is essence, books are the basis, utility is a principle. There is another one, he says. So like that. So our resolution should be in the connection with the Acharyas again. At least for Prabhupada now. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments? I think just 40 minutes, 32 minutes. Any questions, comments, what we discussed?